So the first thing we'll do is take a look at how Zerto 4.5 works. So when you have Zerto installed on VMware hosts and Zerto is 4.5 or older, essentially if you put a host into maintenance mode, it's not going to be able to clear off the VRA. So I'll go ahead and manually tell VMware here to shut down our file server. But I'll leave the Zerto manager on, and if I go to place my host, which that's what this is, host 12, VRA 12, if I put this guy into maintenance mode, and I tell it to go ahead and move powered off VMs, clear off the host basically, just put it in maintenance mode, and I go ahead and hit yes here, basically what you'll see happen is maintenance mode just gets hung up at 2%. And essentially it will sit there until you manually power down the VRA. So if I come in and I right click and I go to power and I say shut down the guest, say OK, yes. Once the VRA is powered off, maintenance mode will go ahead and finish up. This is the big change that happened in 5.0. Basically, we will automatically do that step for you. You can see Zerto has been upgraded to 5.0. Build 622 at my Cincinnati site, which is what we were looking at before. So here is the Cincinnati VMware environment. Exact same thing, so VRA, host 12, file server. So what we're going to do now is instead of instead of manually moving my file server to my 11 hosts and then shutting off the VRA, all we have to do, right click the host, tell it to enter maintenance mode, tell it to go ahead and move the powered off and suspended VMs, hit yes, and so you'll see VMware go ahead and shut down file server 1 just like normal. It won't initiate a shutdown on the VRA. Zerto will actually monitor, make sure that all the other workloads have been shut down. Once all of the other workloads are shut down and essentially the VRA is no longer needed, what we will do is we will go ahead and tell vCenter that it is okay to power down that VRA. So here in just a second, there it is. You'll see the initiate guest OS shutdown of the VRA. It will go ahead and shut down the VRA. As soon as the VRA is shut down, then maintenance mode will continue on about its business and go ahead and place the host into maintenance mode. Now that the host is in maintenance mode, we can do whatever we need to do. And then when we're ready to pull it back out of maintenance mode, what we can go ahead and do is just right click, say exit maintenance mode. VMware will go ahead and power on the Zerto VRA. The VRA takes usually about 10 to 20 seconds to boot up. It's pretty quick. As soon as it's booted up, you will see that the protection groups in the background went ahead and went back to green. That means that they're able to communicate with that VRA. Right now what it's doing is it's reestablishing connections and whatnot. So it'll take it maybe another 20 seconds and then it'll be back ready to go. And then you can go ahead and move workloads back to it as well. So if I want to go ahead and migrate my VM back over, you can say change host. Go ahead and we'll pick the 12 host again. Hit next, next, finish. And that workload will go ahead and move over. Excuse me. And it will be protected when it gets there. And there you go. No Delta sync in the background. If we come over here and look at our VPG list, you'll see that the file server is still meeting SLA. No bitmap or Delta sync on it once I vMotioned it back over. So if you have any other questions, go ahead and submit them on my blog as a comment to this post. Or if you'd like, you can go up here to the top where it says ask a question, and you can submit your question that way as well.